All right, Atlanta, we are ready for our last awards. We're going to close out the night with our senior solos and teen and senior duo trio awards. Thank you guys for a wonderful day. And I know it's getting late, and all of you know how this works, so I'm going to go straight on into it. We're going to start with entry number 165A from Kelly Studio of Dance. Katie Angelis receives a high gold. Number 166 from Kelly Studio of Dance. Alyssa, Used to Be Mine, receives a high gold. Number 167 from the Dance Academy. Caitlin Recluse receives a gold. Number 167A from Dothan School of Dance, Wisdom and Blades receives a high gold. Number 168 from the Dance Center, Meredith Wait for Now receives a high gold. Number 171 from Elite Studios, Haley Young receives a high gold. Number 172 from Elite Studios, Rebecca Devil I Know receives a high gold. Number 174 from Elite Studios, Lily Saved by Nature receives a high gold. Number 175 from Elite Studios, Kate Starflower receives a gold. Number 176 from Elite Studios, Ella Running Faster receives a high gold. Number 177 from Atlanta Jazz Theater, Marlena and This Feeling receives a high gold. Number 178 from Atlanta Jazz Theater, Carla Peer Pressure receives a gold. Number 179 from Atlanta Jazz Theater, Diane Hypnotic receives a high gold. Number 180 from Atlanta Jazz Theater, Lila Spare Change receives a high gold. Number 181 from Atlanta Jazz Theater, Ella Zillionaire receives a high gold. Jazz Theater, Ryan Awards Night receives a gold. Number 183 from Atlanta Jazz Theater, Raina Never Let Me Go receives a gold. Number 184 from Atlanta Jazz Theater, Hannah Easy receives a gold. Number 185 from Atlanta Jazz Theater, Sabrina Without You receives a gold. Number 186 from Atlanta Jazz Theater, Abigail Sound and Color receives a gold. Number 187 from Dance Academy West, Melina and Ave Maria receives a high gold. Moving on to number 188 from Dance Academy West, Victoria and Paradise receives a gold. Number 188A from Alabama Ballet, Chloe and As for the Fall receives a You Rock Jump Award. Number 189 from Tumble and Dance, Molly Break My Heart Again receives a high gold. Number 190 from Tumble and Dance, Stokely Wild Horses receives a high gold. Number 191 from Variations Dance Studio, Caroline Oceano receives a high gold. Number 192 from Variations Dance Studio, Sophie You're Alive receives a high gold. Number 193 from Variations Dance Studio, Cara When the Lights Hit the Water receives a gold. Number 194 from Variations Dance Studio, Emma Nothing Here receives a high gold. Number 194A from Studio Powers, Callie and Finding receives a high gold. Number 195 from Studio Powers, Megan and Mama Will Provide receives a gold. Number 196 from Studio Powers, Darian Pale Yellow receives a gold. Number 197 from Studio Powers, Takara and Feeling Good receives a gold. Number 198 from Sheffield School of the Dance, Victoria Lavera receives a gold. Number 199 from Sheffield School of the Dance, Reginald and Adrift receives a You Rock Jump Award. Number 200 from Rhythm Dance Center, Bella and Everywhere still receives a You Rock Jump Award. Number 201 from Rhythm Dance Center, Catherine This Is Not the End receives a high gold. Number 201A from Rhythm Dance Center, Madeline and Fast Car receives a high gold. Number 202 from Rhythm, Rebecca Underdog receives a high gold. Number 203 from Rhythm, Ava Silhouette receives a high gold. Number 204 from Rhythm, Melanie and Ruler of My Heart receives a high gold. Number 205 from Dance Makers of Atlanta, Nadia Heartbeat receives a high gold. Number 206 from Dance Makers of Atlanta, Christian and Om Sweet Om receives a high gold. Number 207 from Dance Makers of Atlanta, Xavier and Be Free receives a You Rock Jump Award. Number 208 from Dance Makers of Atlanta, Grace Always receives a You Rock Jump Award. Number 209 from Dance Makers of Atlanta, Naya Down to Ride receives a You Rock Jump Award. Number 210 from Dance Makers of Atlanta, Sydney Forsaken receives a high gold. Number 211 from Dance Makers of Atlanta, Javon and Visions receives a high gold. Number 212 from Dance Makers, Lily, My One and Only receives a high gold. Number 212 from that was Lily. Number 213 from Dance Makers of Atlanta, Morgan, Gonna Love Me receives a high gold. Number 214 from Elite Dance Academy, Keely and Fix You receives a high gold. Number 215 from Elite Dance Academy, Allie, Elastic Heart receives a high gold. Number 216 from the Artist Project, Jalen and Extraterrestrial Movement receives a You Rock Jump Award. Number 217 from the Artist Project, Caitlin the Dream receives a high gold. Number 218 from the Artist Project, Caitlin Spiral receives a gold. Number 219 from the Artist Project, Sophie Stormy Weather receives a high gold. Number 220 from the Artist Project, Javon and OMG receives a U Rock Jump Award. Number 221 from Columbia City Jazz Conservatory, Jasmine Another Lifetime receives a high gold. Number 221A from Columbia City Jazz Conservatory, Reagan Snow Angel receives a high gold. Number 222 from Columbia City Jazz, Shaylee and Woo receives a high gold. Number 223 from Columbia City Jazz, Lauren Remember receives a high gold. Number 224 from Studio 413, Ainsley Poison and Wine receives a high gold. Number 225 from Studio 413, Caitlin Georgia receives a high gold. Number 226 from Studio 413, Izzy Hush receives a high gold. Number 227 from Studio 413, Seth Identity receives a U Rock Jump Award. Number 228 from Studio 413, Raven Apele receives a high gold. Number 229 from Studio 413, CJ A Letter from France receives a high gold. Number 230 from Studio 413, Sophie Will Meet Again receives a high gold. Number 231 from Prodigy, Ella and Sleepwalk receives a high gold. Number 232 from Prodigy, Madison Sink receives a U Rock Jump Award. Number 233 from Prodigy, Gracie and Lonely receives a U Rock Jump Award. Number 234 from Prodigy, number 234 from Prodigy, Gracie, Letters of a Traveler receives a high gold. Number 235 from Prodigy, Carson, Don't Make Me Over receives a high gold. Number 236 from Prodigy, Emily, Perhaps I Was Talking receives a high gold. Number 238 from Prodigy, Laney, Reaching for the Moon receives a high gold. Number 239 from Prodigy, Haley and Giuseppe receives a high gold. Number 240 from Prodigy, Anye and Sleep receives a U Rock Jump Award. Number 241 from Prodigy, Paige Vienna receives a U Rock Jump Award. Number 242 from Columbia Performing Arts Center, Brianna and Dance of Death receives a U Rock Jump Award. Number 243 from Columbia Performing Arts Center, Connor and Clapper's Delight receives a U Rock Jump Award. Number 246 from Columbia Performing Arts Center, Ellie Prisoners receives a high gold. Moving on to number 247 from Columbia Performing Arts Center, David and Meditative Plea receives a U Rock Jump Award. Number 248 from Columbia Performing Arts Center, Emma Sea of Love receives a high gold. Number 249 from Columbia Performing Arts Center, Sky Carved Caught receives a high gold. Number 251 from Columbia Performing Arts Center, Kate Birdgirl receives a high gold. Number 252 from Columbia Performing Arts Center, Jaden Bend receives a high gold. Number 253 from Columbia Performing Arts Center, Kayla Adams for Peace receives a high gold. Number 254 from Columbia Performing Arts, Ainley and Down the Well receives a high gold. We're going to move now to our duos and trios. Starting with entry number 322 from Elite Studios, Growing Pains receives a high gold. Number 323 from the Royal Dance Academy, Grieving receives a high gold. Number 324 from Tumble and Dance, Hands on the Radio receives a high gold. Number 325 from Studio Powers, Lights receives a high gold. Number 325A from Studio Powers, Black Parade receives a high gold. Number 326 from Rhythm Dance Center, RDC Edge Class of 2021 receives a high gold. Number 326A from Kelly Studio of Dance, Rather Go Blind receives a high gold. Number 327 from Kelly Studio of Dance, About That Walk receives a gold. Number 327A from Kelly Studio of Dance, Slowly receives a high gold. Number 328 from Southern Elite Training Studio, Lost Girls receives a high gold. Number 329 from DC Dance Factory, Trying receives a U Rock Jump Award. Number 330 from Atlanta Jazz Theater, Hide and Seek receives a high gold. Number 331 from Atlanta Jazz Theater, Shelter receives a high gold. Number 332 from Variations Dance Studio, Reset receives a high gold. Number 333 from Variations Dance Studio, Never Be the Same receives a high gold. Number 335 from Variations Dance Studio, Sirens receives a high gold. Number 336 from Variations Dance Studio, Storms and Saints receives a high gold. Number 337 from Variations Dance Studio in Roses receives a gold. Number 338 from Variations Dance Studio Edge of 17 receives a high gold. Number 339 from Variations Dance Studio Seconds Bloom receive a high gold. Number 340 from Studio 413 Black Flies receives a U Rock Jump Award. Number 341 from Studio 413 Distortion receives a gold. Number 342 from the artist project Shapes and Sounds receives a high gold. Number 343 from the artist project ADHD receives a U Rock Jump Award. Number 345 from Columbia Performing Arts Center Les receives a U Rock Jump Award. Number 346 from Columbia Performing Arts Center I'm Not Who I Used to Be receives a U Rock Jump Award. Number 347 from Columbia Performing Arts Center I Lie receives a high gold. Number 350 from Elite Dance Academy Lovely receives a gold. Number 351 from Elite Dance Academy Bust a Move receives a high gold. Number 352 from Dance Makers of Atlanta Verlust receives a U Rock Jump Award. Number 353 from Dance Makers of Atlanta Addictive receives a U Rock Jump Award. Number 354 from Columbia Performing Arts Center Do It Again receives a U Rock Jump Award. And number 355 from Prodigy Pole receives a U Rock Jump Award. And those are our adjudicated awards. Let's move on to our high scores. All right, we're going to start with our teen duo trios. We have our top 3 high score teen duo trios. In third place from the Royal Dance Academy, Grieving. Second place from Columbia Performing Arts Center, I Lie. And our first place high score teen duo trio comes from DC Dance Factory, Trying. Moving on to our senior solo top 10 high scores. Now it's the top 10 scores, so there are ties. We are going to start in 10th place. Senior solo, there is a 2-way tie for 10th. In 10th from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, Ella, Sleepwalk. Also in 10th from Columbia Performing Arts Center, Ellie, Prisoners. 9th place, there is a 4-way tie for 9th. In 9th from the Dance Center, Meredith and Wait for Now. Also 9th from Dance Makers of Atlanta, Javon and Visions. Also 9th from Prodigy is Emily and Perhaps I Was Talking. And rounding out 9th place from Columbia Performing Arts Center is Kate and Bird Girl. 8th place, there is a 3-way tie for 8th. In 8th from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts is Lainey Reaching for the Moon. Also 8th from Studio 413, Caitlin and Georgia. And rounding out 8th from Dothan School of Dance is Wisdom Blades. 7th place, there is a 4-way tie for 7th. 4-way tie. In 7th from the Artist Project, Javon and OMG. Also 7th from the Artist Project, Jalen Extraterrestrial Movement. Also 7th from Dance Makers of Atlanta, Naya Down to Ride. And rounding out 7th from Sheffield School of the Dance is Reginald and Adrift. 6th place, there is a 3-way tie for 6th place senior solo. From Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts is Madison Sink. Also 6th from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts is Gracie Lonely. And rounding out 6th from Columbia Performing Arts Center, Connor and Clapper's Delight. On to our top 5. In 5th place, there's a 2-way tie for 5th. From Studio 413 is Seth and Identity. Also 5th from Dance Makers of Atlanta, Xavier and Be Free. 4th place, there is a 2-way tie for 4th. In 4th from Rhythm Dance Center is Bella, Everywhere Still. Also 4th from Alabama Ballet is Chloe and As for the Fall. 3rd place from Columbia Performing Arts Center, it's David and Meditative Plea. 2nd place, there is a 3-way tie for 2nd. In 2nd from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's Anya and Sleep. Also 2nd from Columbia Performing Arts Center, Brianna, Dance of Death. And rounding out 2nd from Dance Makers of Atlanta is Grace and Always. And our first place high score senior soloist that comes from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, it's Paige and Vienna. And those are your top 10 senior solos. And to close out our awards for tonight, we have our senior duo trio. Top 3 high scores senior duo trios. In 3rd place, there is a 2-way tie for 3rd. In 3rd from Columbia Performing Arts Center, Les. Also 3rd from Columbia Performing Arts Center, I'm Not Who I Used to Be. 2nd place, senior duo trio from Prodigy Dance and Performing Arts Center, Pole. And our first place high score senior duo trio comes from Columbia Performing Arts Center, Do It Again. And that is going to round out our awards and a wonderful day of Dancing Atlanta. We'll see you guys bright and early for classes tomorrow morning. Thank you, everyone. Good night.